Does your anxiety begin to rise when you start thinking about how you're going to eat alone on your trip? I'm going to be giving you my top 3 tips on how to lower that anxiety and those nerves to eat alone while abroad. Hi there. If you don't know me yet, my name is Jen. I am the owner of Launch Your Travels, where I teach people how to plan and take their own trips. Now, you may think this problem is only for solo travelers, but it can be an issue as well when you're traveling with others. So, if you're traveling with friends and you split up for the day, you'll have to maybe go for lunch or have an early dinner and maybe meet up with them later on. Now, these instances can bring a lot of anxiety when you're having to think about eating alone in a restaurant. When you don't eat alone regularly, it does create some concern. I to definitely say, well, I don't eat alone when I'm at home, so it's different when I go abroad and it's just not enjoyable. I totally get it. It took me a little bit of practice to get very comfortable in my skin and be able to go into different restaurants and be able to eat in different places. So, I'm going to give you 3 of my top tips on what you can do to kind of ease yourself into eating alone abroad. Now, the first one is come prepared. Now, I usually like to bring with me either a book, I bring my journal, or I bring a guidebook and try and figure out what I'm going to be doing maybe the next day or the next couple days. Or I also will plan a time to FaceTime with someone at home at that time as well. So when you have these things available to you, you're more concentrating on what you're doing and reading, or you're writing down what you did for the day. You're not noticing anyone else in the restaurant. And really, no one else in the restaurant is really staring at you. It's all in your mind. And I understand that's what it is, because definitely went through my mind that everyone's staring at me because I'm all alone, but it doesn't matter. So just bring those things to distract you and to help you plan and do some journaling of your trip at that time. Now, next is you want to take it to go and have a picnic. I do this all the time. It cuts down on costs as well. So what I do is you can do it from a number of different places. If you have a particular restaurant that you want to try their food, but you don't necessarily want to go in and sit down there, you can ask for it to go and just pick it up, order it, pick it up, and go find yourself a nice place to have it. You can also go to the grocery store. I love utilizing grocery stores while I'm away. So many options, and there's so many different things in grocery stores around the world. It's super interesting. So grab some simple to-go things from that grocery store and be able to carry that with you. Another thing you can do is food trucks, food carts, fast food little places in those cities and countries. Those places will give you a really great flavor of that country and what it's like to live there. So try those out as well. Now, once you have all of this food with you, go find a park. There's so many different parks and areas for people to sit and enjoy and eat, and you don't need to have anything special. A lot of places a lot of places around the world also allow you to have alcoholic beverages out in public as well. So you can always grab a bottle of wine with you and grab some glasses and then have that with your dinner or your lunch as well. Now, the last thing I want to say is to opt for patio seating. So look for cafes, restaurants, and that have outdoor seating. That seating is much more relaxed, and you'll see a lot more people just sitting on their own out there. It's more acceptable. Not that it's not acceptable inside the restaurants, but you're going to feel like you're okay sitting out on the patio easier than inside the restaurant. Here, you're going to be able to people watch, take in the atmosphere, and just feel a little bit more relaxed because you're around other people that are probably going to be eating solo as well. The thing with this is Once you start trying some of these things, you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable. And the more comfortable you feel, the more you're going to want to just own it. So just walk into those restaurants and feel like you belong there and you should be sitting there and just own being alone and eating. There is nothing wrong with it. It's just getting over that stigma in our brain because most of us were always shown that we shouldn't be eating alone in restaurants and we're always having to have company with us. There's great reasons to eat alone and you'll be able to accomplish a few things or just really take in where you are and what you're eating. Now, a lot of these tips were taken from my How to Have a Solo Trip of a Lifetime course. You can check that out on my website. I also go into a number of different other options for eating solo. But there's another thing that can happen to raise your anxiety when you're going on a trip nowadays, which is COVID-19. So when you're traveling during COVID-19, there is a lot more things to think about. To help you out with this, I have created a guide to travel during COVID-19. Now, I'm going to put it down on here. You can check out the link down below. I will also put a live link in the comments so you can click on that and grab your free copy. So I hope you guys get a few of these tips and put those into practice, and you're going to be well on your way to eating alone without so much anxiety. So I hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you later. Bye.